The fact that something like that can happen out of a KDF, right? For them to be able to do something like that.
Whatever this video has proven to us today is that we are at war. And we the citizens of Kenya, we are alone. We are alone. But it has confirmed that when we saw the head of the defense forces coming to speak to us in coded language and telling us to keep off, alikuwa anajaribu kutuonesha ukweli kabisa ni ati whatever this video is showing is true. We are alone as Kenyan citizens. And mimi ndasema hivi, whatever Wesley is saying, the only way we can win this war.
One thing, let me tell you, if Kaboy walks on the street and he is confidently saying, "Ua," I'm telling you, the permission to kill does not come from a junior officer. It does not come from a battalion. It does not come from a departmental head. It comes from...
I saw a comment, and your comment even disturbed like the whole day. And ilikuwa, someone said, the people who died kwa maandamano, basically Kogi, Shege, Eric Sheni, all of them, when they died, in their spirit, they thought that, or maybe, like kwenye wako, maybe wanafikiria tulisha occupy State House, tusha overhaul gava, wanafeel sahi at least they died for something. And where are we now?
Up to now, wacha nikwambie kitu moja, Wesley, nikimalizia, every cartridge of a bullet given to a police officer is recorded. They have a serial number.
Yeah, it has a serial number and it's accounted for.
It's accounted for. They have a serial number. Yani, BBC, all the way from London, wamekuja wakatafuta hizo cartridge. They just had to identify a flag beret. They had to identify which kofia mtu anavaa. Basic identification in investigation. Wakapata 2 killers. And yet, aipoa mpaka sahi, uliona at the end of that video, they refused to have an interview.
They refused to comment.
I think I rest my case, Wesley, and I will tell every young man here, the moment utakuja kuniambia Galma, siasa haina permanent enemy, I think it's high time.
This is why I'm saying this, Galma.
Yes.
I was talking about the 2 levels of slavery that Kenya is under right now. The fact that something like that can happen out of a KDF, right? For them to be able to do something like that, haezi kuwa tu ni yeye peke yake. These people literally follow the law and directives to the T. Haezi tu ajiamuli afanye kitu. The hierarchy ya jeshi yenyewe, everyone is under command. And you cannot tell me that that was happening without command from a very high place. Something had already been told kutoka hapa paka hapa. Ndio huyu jamaa kuja hata yeye aanze kuambia wengine ua, you're not speaking out of your own mind. Exactly. If you're a trained security officer, if you're a trained mtu mwenye ako kwa nini, ako in the system ya jeshi na nini, you can't be yelling and saying ua without having a backup behind you. And that is why I'm telling guys, let no one try to ajitoe blame pale juu. Hii ilikuwa imetoka juu, na ilikuwa imetoka juu ya zaidi penye tunajua.
Yeah.
If a KDF mwenyewe tumeona leo, tumeonyeshwa anashuka hivi chini, and we are not at war with any country. Anashuka chini kwa magoti, ana aim na anaangusha vijana wawili pa. Huyo mtu alikuwa anafanya kama yeye ni chizi.
Alvin.
They were commanded to do
Santos, there's an order. We'll get to you, Santos. And this is what Wawero, the floor is yours now. And again, I am reminding people, I am registering 1,000 people to vote against Ruto. Just DM me, take the link on my bio, whatever you feel you need to do, DM me. Wawero, what do you feel about this whole thing? Keep it brief so that we give us something, so that we also take the comments from everybody else. Naona watu wanataka.
Yeah.
Pandisha Wawero.
I'm going to try and make it brief. Let me tell you, manze, unajua, before I saw that video, I knew that we had someone we could run to, you know. Nilikuwa jua we had some backup. And for the longest time mimi nimekuwa believer nikijua kitu kama KDF ni kitu aingewahi kuwa involved. You know, even when the Githurai massacre happened and names were being thrown out, I was one of the people who was in the first line defending and saying apana, KDF is so disciplined, like they cannot be involved in that, you know. Hawezi kuwa walikuwa involved in hiyo biashara at all. But I'm telling you now, looking at this and now watching that video to the end where BBC says they talked to the Kenya Defence Forces and they said they were actually on the ground and they were requested to support the police because there were rioters in the streets who were, and in fact the thing yenye imeniuma sana ni the reason saying that at the government building were destroyed. And I'm like, so you mean simiti, mchanga na kokoto ndio kitu yenye tunashikanisha tuna eka in the same level with human life? Like we had to bring trained people to actually unalive children, young men, because of buildings that can be replaced kesho asubuhi.
Watu wako unarmed.
Watu wako unarmed. Because ukiangalia hiyo video vile hawa semba kwa walikuwa na go down on their knees, and in fact hiyo yenye iko outside parliament, this guy was going for headshots. So hiyo inakuonyesha huyu jamaa ni trained. Huyu jamaa ako anajua kushika na a target na aim. And I'm telling you guys, ile to me ndasema tu ni hivi. We need to take this and use this as fuel. We need to take this and make sure that we are going to use this and show these people that tutawatoa wote. Because I'm telling you, anyone who is listening to this, if we are not going to show these people that because we are at war, whatever this video has proven to us today is that we are at war. And we the citizens of Kenya, we are alone. We are alone. But it has confirmed that when we saw the head of the defense forces coming to speak to us in coded language and telling us to keep off, alikuwa anajaribu kutuonesha ukweli kabisa ni ati whatever this video is showing is true. We are alone as Kenyan citizens. And mimi ndasema hivi, whatever Wesley is saying, the only way we can win this war, since we cannot go to war with them because they have all the machinery, we must make sure that we use what we can. And that is our vote. And remove all these people. Anyone who was in power during whatever happened on June 25th, hakufai kukuwa na anything tunaongelelea wadau. Hatufai kufai kunajua kama ulikuwa ama hukukua, wote tunafaa tuwatoe. Because I'm telling you guys, you see the blood of every Kenyan who was lost. Ilimwagika kwa floor hiyo siku. If we are not going to take back this country and rescue this country, imagine they are going to hunt us forever. Hawa toi manze, yani walikuwa wamejitolea tu bure, yani bila kukuwa wamelipwa kitu. Mtoi alitoka kwa nyumba ya mama yake akaenda kufaitia nchi yake akijua kabisa na risk life yake. Walikuwa wanasikia gunshots, si ati wako wanasikia, but they kept on fighting. Imagine if we don't remove these people and make sure that we take back our country. We will fail those people.
Wawesh. There is one narration and one clip of the guy who was wearing a hooded purple. Na later akasema this was 3 seconds before he lost his life. I lost it at that time. Because literally, that could have been you, me, or somebody else.
Let me tell you, Alvan, as you speak, you see this frame that Galma amepose? Hapa penye Galma alikuwa ameshikilia that 25 meters beat. That 25 meters beat to a KDF officer, if he wants to shoot you in your ear, he can do it. It is literally close to, like these are marksmen. So you look at that frame there, that is Eric Shieni, who was running away from a KDF soldier. Like his back is, there is no level of harmlessness.
Ni kutoka wanatoka. He's not fighting back, he's running away. So if they needed order in parliament, wamerudishiwa
they had already gotten it.
Sasa ni kutoka. Na kama ni kuwashtaki kuhusu kuingia parliament, identify them, have them wapelekwe kotini na nini. Lakini mtu anahepa ndio una shoot from behind. Kenyans, we are alone. We are alone.
Alvan, Caesar. Imagine unaongea kuhusu defend against parliament. Nini hao vijana walifanya? Kuvunja masahani na kuvunja meza. Hizo vitu zingebaliwa kesho asubuhi.
Yes.
Like what was reason enough ya kujustify a marksman kupiga magoti, kupiga kijana headshot mpaka kofia na shimo because of masahani na vijiko, surely.
Na hakuna mtu ameuliwa huko ndani, nothing.
Hiyo video imeni break kwa sababu mimi I was the one person who knew that the KDF is just playing a silent game, but it's behind Kenyans. But the fact that they were actually confirmed, it was not just the one that we have seen. Walikuwa wako kwa barabara. So that is to mean that all the people who were shot na headshots zilikuwa zinapatikana mingi sana. It is to mean that walikuwa everywhere. Huyo tu ni ule mmoja mwenye BBC wameweza kutrace. But zile wale watu wenye tuko naambia kulikuwa na masniper tao, hiyo ina confirm that they were actually there.
Yeah.
They were, because masniper walikuwa wanaonekana tao everywhere. That is to confirm that the snipers were actually there. And the thing that hurts me most is because of a building that can be repaired tomorrow morning. You give orders to, man.
Test of Canada, there's something you've just said there, right? When he came first to the podium with his presser, he said that the demonstrations had been hijacked by goons, right? And ilikuwa imechukuliwa na watu wenye sio. But today's documentary has taken us back to that question. Anyone that went down, did they look like goons? Who was gunning and shooting them? Headshots, sniping their brains out from distances. Were they goons?
No, yeah.
Hiyo imetolewa.
Goons.
Which means alikuwa anataka kubadilisha hiyo subject tuwekelee kitu yenye haiko na sasa tumerudi kwa barabara. Now we are back.
And you know Alvan, my grandpa has been in the service, and nikiwa mdogo was like trying to understand KDF ni nani, polisi ni nani. I'm very inquisitive, and I came to understand that when KDF, they are deployed to fight enemies within or without, the terrorists within or without. So if actually KDF were deployed, does that mean the government sees us as Genz'S as terrorists? We have other people that they could have deployed. We have the GSU, tuko na polisi hata wenye wako huko training, hata waja graduate wangekuwa deployed if the number was not enough. You see? And to top it all, I don't know. But I wanted to finalize with comments.
So the kuna mtu ameandika a group of organized criminals. Na leo tumeona ni KDF. Galma, I have a question. Does that mean that our KDF is a group of organized criminals? That is what it should mean then.
Yes, actually, one question tu nilikuwa niulize like on that. He said if indeed the goons participated in this, sai tungewaona kotini. David Chege is a software engineer. The other guy is University of Nairobi student. The other guy is a butcher at the market, Guru market there. So if that is the description of criminals and people who are treasoners, I don't know what you can call other young lads then. I mean,
these are literally the hustlers that he was talking to during
and
the campaign.
One thing Alvan said one thing, let me tell you, if Kaboy walks on the street and he is confidently saying Ua, I'm telling you, the permission to kill does not come from a junior officer. It does not come from a battalion. It does not come from a departmental head. It comes from a commander with 5-star or a 5-star general or above that. Somebody who's the only thing that can prevent him from saying that is sovereignty. Nothing else. It came from the top.
But you know, Galma, there is that letter that has been addressed by the so-called the defense, and at that particular time, you know who was the defense minister at that time, and his name is on that document. So we don't have to Mbali.
The test of Canada. Can I say something? Duale is a person who said he's going to bring the perpetrators of Garissa University attack of 148 students who died, and still we are yet to get that list. So this guy is not remorseful. He doesn't care. This is a person up to now whose hand is full of blood of Kenyans. So this is a person who can say anything.
Let me tell you, I want to hear from Jackie. Let's just hold that thought so that we can hear from Jackie.
Wesley, I wanted to maybe finalize, then I leave to give someone the platform.
Okay,
But
so then finalize.
this is a call to action for all Kenyans. You've seen what has happened today, the people who have been killed over a piece of land. It said that must go, and all into they're the ones behind whatever that happened. We've lost people have been shot, and this is a wake-up call because Kenyans, it's perfectly clear that the system, the people up there, they don't care about you. So if we don't care about ourselves and our future and the future of our children, then no one will care. And a parting shot, I saw a comment, and your comment even disturbed like the whole day. And ilikuwa, someone said the people who died kwa maandamano, basically Kogi, Shege, Eric Sheni, all of them, when they died, in their spirit, they thought that, or maybe like kwenye wako maybe wanafikiria tulisha occupy state house, tusha overhaul gava, wanafeel sahi at least they died for something. And where are we now? They, like, you know,
Yeah.
let's challenge ourselves to that. Let's challenge ourselves to that. And even Kenyans are to blame, particularly we are to blame, because I was also seeing another comment that the people who died 2007, 2008, the post-election violence, the people who died, the blood that was spilled, that blood is out up there in ask for justice, and for us Kenyans to go ahead and vote for people in positions of power, people who perpetrated the crimes. You know, we need a complete overhaul system. Tunafaa tu tusafishe, sijui tutaita nani atuombee ama tujiombee ama tu tufanye maandamano moja safi, but let's take action. And the 2025 finance bill is covering, iko na pia vitu zingine deadly, na hizo najua tukitokea streets hatutagoja 2027, because I'm not of that narrative of ati tugoje 2027 ifike. Why not today?
Okay, verse.
Thank you.